This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, Heroclixers. My name is Tlish. Wake up and smell the clicks. This is my friend. This is my friend Alex. I met him at the Geekery in Queens, and we were gonna just talk about the new set, EarthX, and some other stuff. So, how are you doing, Alex? I don't know if you want to introduce yourself or.
Yeah, hi, I'm Alex. Been playing HeroClix for a little while, a little over a year, so I'm still relatively new, trying to catch up with everything. I had HeroClix, people give me HeroClix as gifts for years because they knew I like comics, but I never really played the game till about a year ago. But it's been fun, just learning more about it every time, new sets all the time, more stuff to learn. So it's been good, and meeting people at events.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually I'm pretty new to the game as well. I've been playing since maybe Superior Foes of Spider-Man, which is about to rotate out, or maybe Joker's Wild. So I've been playing since then, and I like it for the community too, because I like making new friends and meeting people, and the game is supposed to be just for fun, so that's why I like playing it, because it's fun, I'm either both levels too. Like I wouldn't consider myself like a meta player, but I like playing competitively, and I also like playing casually as well. So just as anytime I can get a game in, I like to play. Been teaching my wife how to play and my brother how to play, and just like trying to play as much as possible, because it's a great game. I also love comics too, so.
Yeah. It's that's interesting what you brought up about the almost like the two different ways of playing, that you see that all the time in HeroClix forums and things, that some people are very like competitive or meta, and some people are very casual, or they're more about like theme teams and comics, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
I
I don't know
kind
where
of
you
like
think
both
you fall.
styles.
Yeah, they're different,
I
but
like
you're right. They're
I like
different
both
things.
styles of play, because you know, um, with the competitive style play, you get to use all the game elements that are put out there,
Hmm.
and I think they do make for interesting um, games, like ID cards and
Hmm.
resources, or what any kind of equipment, and like all this colossal retaliations and stuff like that. Like I think all that stuff, those are all game mechanics, and the
Hmm.
more game mechanics you put into the game, the more interesting the game gets. So I do like that. Yeah. But not always, because sometimes you just want to make a theme team, like based on your
Hmm.
favorite comic book or something. And I think that's fun too. So either
Yeah,
way is you know.
yeah. Like I said,
So what were you saying though?
yeah, no, like I was just saying, like you were repeating that there's just two different ways of playing the game, really. So depending on what day it is, you might play one way or the other.
Um, would you consider yourself a Marvel or a DC guy
More of a
overall?
DC guy overall. I like Marvel too, but just growing up, there was more DC comics in my collection, so that's what I go back to, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I remember my first. I used to go to like my uncle took me to a comic book convention in Philadelphia when I was really little, and he was all about Spawn and like Image Comics,
Mm-hmm.
but he was also like they had the Batman Spawn crossover, which was really cool.
Right, right.
And I used to read graphic novels, Batman and Superman and stuff like that. But then,
Hmm.
like the Death of Superman was really cool.
Yeah,
But I don't know a whole lot about DC. I kind of grew up with Marvel, so like
yeah,
I'm much more knowledgeable about Marvel than DC. But I'm trying to get into it now, a little more DC, trying to learn more about it. I mean, like Justice League Dark was like something I never knew about, that I
yeah.
wanted to explore, some new characters like that I didn't know about, like what's his name, Dead Guy, or uh,
Dead Man.
Dead Man, yeah, Dead Man. So like I didn't know about him. I was like, oh, he's a pretty cool character. And then like
Yeah,
Satana and even John Constantine, like
yeah, yeah.
um, they were pretty new for me, because I was always just a Marvel guy. I had do you remember the trading cards,
Oh
the
yeah.
the Marvel trading cards?
Were they
They
clear or tops, or I forgot what they
I think
were.
they
I
were
think.
tops. I think they were tops, but they were
Oh,
they had like on the back they had statistics like strength, stamina, and like
Yeah,
agility, and
yeah.
so I had all 5. I have like all 5, like a complete set of all 5.
Oh, wow.
5 out of the 6. I think there were six years that they came out with them. I think I have the first 5. I'm not sure. I might have all 6, but so I should just sit in my bedroom and read them. And yeah, sorry, I had to pause that for a minute so we could change to the phone on Discord, so it's doesn't freeze up as much. But we're back to normal. So so what were we talking about? We were talking about
what's in the new set. We were talking
what's in the
about
new set. So you're excited about the equipment, right?
Yeah. It just gives you more options for your characters. You know, the glider, the symbiote, all that stuff is going to be useful.
Yeah, I like equipment. I like using equipment. I don't think it's overly broken because it does take a turn for you to actually equip it. You know, so I don't think it's really broken. And it's fun. It's like I said, it's like another element to the game that it adds complexity, but it's just another mechanic, and the mechanics are fun just to interact with. You know.
Yeah, that should be good.
And I'm with you on that with EarthX. I think that the equipment and all the rares and super rares are pretty cool in this set. I mean, the chases are cool too, but like I was really excited for the super rares.
Yeah, no, definitely. There's some good stuff in this set.
And
it's nice to see like for example, the Inhumans haven't been around for a while in Modern, so it's good to have them back.
Yeah, I love the Inhumans. I was really excited for the Inhumans too. I really like them as characters. Not everybody likes the Inhumans, but I do. I think they're cool. The show was really bad.
Maybe that's why people don't like them.
Yeah, but actually it's funny because I have on my DVR, I have the entire season of the Inhumans that I still haven't watched, so I'm looking forward to watching it. I mean, it was really bad like the first couple episodes, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get through this, but like I still have it recorded on my DVR, save until I delete, and I'm eventually, I'm just gonna binge the Inhumans. Yeah. So, and I like actually some of the comics were good. Like the new ones they came out with just recently, they had like a solo comics of like Karnak and the Black Bolt.
Okay.
And then they also had Uncanny Inhumans a few years ago with Charles Soule wrote that. And that was pretty good. I read a couple of issues of that. It was pretty good. So yeah, I like the Inhumans. I already have a full set of the Inhumans. I'm like, was excited for that. Medusa looks good. Medusa with the free TK and the free move for 3. Yeah. So it's like a 6 move, 6 square move. So it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. She's pretty cool. Free TK is always good. She's kind of like a Jean Greyish kind of character. So. Yeah, I mean, are you excited for what do you think like is going to happen in Rebirth? Are there going to be any pieces you're excited for coming out in Rebirth, or maybe in Illuminati, in the Black Panther and Illuminati when that comes out in June?
Well, obviously I'm most excited about Rebirth being a DC fan, and it seems like we only get one DC set a year, unfortunately. So I am looking forward to that. I haven't paid attention that much to the pieces. I've seen the name lists, but I haven't really looked into it that much. There's some interesting characters that haven't been clicked before, like the new Power Girl, and so I'm looking forward to that. I saw some characters, I think, from the Young Animal imprint, which is very not mainstream, which is cool. Always happy to see more obscure characters get into the Heroclix.
Yeah, you were like Doom Patrol or something like that, right?
Yeah, they're related to Doom Patrol or Shade the Changing Girl. Those. It's kind of like they've been recent comics of them just for this imprint called Young Animal, which isn't really printing that much anymore. But they're kind of off the beaten track. They're not quite Vertigo characters, but they're DC characters that they made them a little different, a little more edgy. So it's just different interpretations of those characters.
Cool. Yeah. is there, if you had to pick, like, let's say you won nationals, you won worlds or something, what would be the one piece you'd like to, one character you'd like to see clixed?
Well, I'd have to go DC, obviously, but just from years ago, I was really a big fan of the Legion of Superheroes, who aren't around in modern right now either, I don't think. But their villain, the Time Trapper, I thought was always a good villain. I think he was clixed a while ago, years ago. But he's a really powerful villain. I like to see like a really good modern version of him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know a whole lot about DC, but like I remember. I mean, I was looking it up kind of randomly the other day, like how the Flash villain. I was like, this guy hasn't been in clicks for a while. I didn't even know if they ever made him, but I imagine they did. And it was the Mirror Master.
Right.
And I don't know. I mean, I know they came out with Captain Cold in that, like, what it was in like OP kit or something like that.
Yeah, recently they've had a Cold. There was a Mirror Master in the Flash set, which is not modern anymore, but that's a while ago. Yeah.
And then also, I'd like to see from the Legion of Doom. I'd like to see what's the guy's name that lives forever, or is like immortal or something.
Vandal Savage.
Vandal Savage. I'd like to see him.
Yeah.
He's a cool villain. Or any of the Legion of Doom, really, like maybe what's his name? The one that's like a actually I watched a show Gotham, and so did you watch Gotham?
Yeah, I do.
What's the guy's name that Butch turns into?
Solomon Grundy.
Solomon Grundy, I like him.
Yeah. He's like a zombie Hulk, basically.
He's like I would like to see like you know how like Captain Marvel comes back after 3 turns, like, and then like.
Oh yeah.
So let's say like a Solomon Grundy that just like keeps coming back. Like,
yeah,
I mean, I imagine they do that every time they put him into clicks form. I imagine they make him hard to kill, but
yeah.
I don't think he's been updated for a while, so they need to make him like playable too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that would be a good character. Actually, you mentioned Gotham, but there's so many DC TV shows on now. It would be nice to have some TV versions of clicks.
Yeah, TV versions. Like I like the TV Penguin. I like Penguin from Gotham. He's cool.
Yeah, yeah, he is. And even like the CW shows like Arrow or Flash or Supergirl just have some of those characters.
Some of those characters, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They could do a whole set of just TV characters for DC if they wanted to, or Gravity Feed or something.
What do you think is, looking at Earth X, what do you think is like the worst piece in this set?
Worst piece?
Yeah.
I haven't thought about it much yet. It's funny though, because I was looking at pieces the other day, and just looking at the commons just to see what I would get, and I got Silver Sable, and I thought, oh, she's not going to be that useful, but then she turned out to be pretty good when I used her recently. And she has chief leadership, which is kind of useful, and she fits on any team because of her keyword thing. So actually, she's actually very useful to me now. It just shows you,
I think
what I was thinking.
Like we were playing just recently, and I think we were talking about Clea. I don't think she's worth it for the points, for like 100 points. But I mean, a lot of people like her. She's good. I mean, obviously there's a lot to like. There's, she's got the 8 range. She's got the outwit first click. But she is once she gets hit, she's kind of like a glass cannon,
Yeah, no, she's pricey for what she gives you. So 100 points is a lot to spend on one character.
Yeah, when you get down to her like last few clicks, she's only got like a 9 attack. So. Yeah.
So you're right. She may be overrated, but again, maybe I'm not thinking of the right combo with her.
Yeah, that's true. You never know. You never know.
Yeah, but right now I'd agree with you. I don't think she's worth the 100 points.
Let me look. Let's take a look at some of the pieces in here. So just to show you Clea. Where's Clea? Oops, Clea. So there's Silver Sable. She's got sidestep. During force construction, Silver Sable gains. Pick a named keyword, and Silver Sable gains that keyword. So that's pretty good. And she has leadership, and she has the other cool thing that is that she has the Spider-Man team ability, so she can copy another team ability. So you can copy Underworld. You can copy Underworld, and then she can carry figures.
Yeah, no, because of the keyword thing, I like to play theme teams, so I'm just thinking of throwing on every team pretty much.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she's pretty cool, and I actually like Silver Sable as like a character. She's a cool character. She hasn't been clicked in a while either. Um, let's see, where's Voltar Ian? That's like a decent, interesting, just a generic.
Yeah.
I mean, like he's just a taxi, but
Yeah.
for 20 points, Sinister Syndicate. There's a lot of cool Sinister Syndicate pieces that it's gonna be fun to play casual.
Yeah, and they have that that you have to have 6 at a time kind of keyword.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Secret Six, kind of like
Yeah, it's their version of the Secret Six, so that'll be cool. Yeah, I like playing Secret Six.
And then also
the Union Jacks are actually pretty useful. The the generics, the blue and the red.
Yeah, which one? This is the red one.
Yeah, I don't know which one you prefer.
I haven't really seen their dials that much. So Red Union Jack. When Red Union Jack is damaged by an opponent's attack after resolutions, remove an action token from him. So okay, so that's the trait that they all have. Okay, including Captain Britain. So he gets hit.
Come back,
take an action token from him, and he can basically hit back. He'll be able to make an attack because he won't be actioned. He has energy explosion and damage dealt to each target is increased by 1. That's pretty good with running shot.
Yeah, and it's only a 50-point generic. You can
30
have
30 points.
Yeah. You have a few of those on your team. You get a little action with them.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Running shot, 8 movement running shot with 10 attack energy explosion that deals 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good for 30 points. 5 range.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, and toughness too. For a 30-point character, 17 toughness is not bad.
The blue one is good too. Rather than the energy explosion, they have enhancement and leadership. And but when they succeed with leadership, friendly characters all get attack +1 on their next turn.
Oh, it's the uncommon, right?
Yeah, it's a blue one. I think that one's the one that's 50 points.
There's also I was just looking at that Vulture, the Prime Vulture. I just wish that he was Sinister Syndicate.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I guess it would be more broken, because people are talking about how broken that figure is.
The Vulture, really?
Yeah, because he the Prime one, because when he KOs somebody after resolutions, you can use charge at no cost, and he does it say it here? No, it doesn't say here, but he moves through characters. So so he moves through characters, and he's a flyer. So that means you charge it, so you move 5 squares, charge it like a retaliator, like one click, or a small character or somebody who's almost at their last click, and kill them, and then charge again because you get to use charge again, and then kill somebody else, and then if you kill somebody else, then you charge again, and you can just move around the map. So plus he has this really cool sidestep where he can sidestep first, and then roll 4, 5, or 6. He can sidestep a second time. So you possibly can move him 4 squares with sidestep, then 5 squares with charge. So you move him 9 squares, knock somebody out, and then move 5 more squares for another charge to knock somebody else out, and then on and on and on and on and on. But you could get like a 14 squares out of them.
Yeah, it sounds like the charge version or the close combat version of the Hawkeye almost, isn't it? If he keeps going.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, could be. It's like the close combat version of the Hawkeye. Yeah, so I think that's why people are raving about him. But I wish he had Sinister Syndicate just for fun purposes, because that would make Sinister Syndicate teams really cool. They are already though. I like the Enforcers too, because the Enforcers are they have that new boss every week trait, where you can use where they gain a keyword that of somebody that has leadership, and actually that combos well with Silver Sable, because Silver Sable can pick a keyword, and she has leadership, and then you can so you can make a theme team. Well, no, because no, it doesn't affect theme teams, but it still would work with your, like, if you want to move them around, taxi them and stuff, and take tokens off them with leadership. You could make everybody theoretically have the same keyword, but it wouldn't be because the enforcers, it doesn't affect your theme team map bonus at the beginning of the game. It's not during forest construction, but that's okay. But what we're gonna look at are the blue Union Jack. When blue Union Jack is damaged by an opponent's attack after resolutions. Okay, so that's the same trait.
Same as the red.
And then enhancement. Oh, enhancement and leadership. Oh, and he's got 3 damage instead of 2.
Yeah.
So he's a little bit stronger. He's got a running shot Pensai. So that's good. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's 50 points. They're both soldiers too. You can make a soldier theme theme team.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some pretty good soldier. Soldier is a pretty good keyword. So if you have some extra points on the team, I actually like the 30-point version a little better.
Mm-hmm.
I think, but no, actually he's good because he's got leadership and enhancement, and the leadership's really good. Yeah, he's good.
Leadership.
I like them both.
Yeah, you build up like an Excalibur or soldier team with both of them on it and see what you can do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, is there? Do you know what sets are rotating out of Modern, or
not for sure.
in June, or like what everybody's saying?
I think everybody's saying What If will still be in, so it might be Avengers Defenders War.
So Avengers Defenders War was before What If, right?
Yeah, right. So I think What If might be the oldest, but I'd have to look it up to be honest.
So before that, that's still in Modern. It would be Avengers Defenders War, Joker's Wild,
Elseworlds,
Deadpool,
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn came after What If.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're going older. Older. Yeah, it would have been Avengers Defenders War, Joker's Wild. What was one? Deadpool.
Superior Foes of Spider-Man.
Yeah, which is Superior Foes is in right now, right? That might be the old. So that
all 4 of those are in right now. All 4 of those are in right now.
Yeah, so I think those might be the ones going out. At least half of them, anyway.
Is there anything from those sets that you're gonna miss?
I don't have a lot of those sets because that's probably right before I started playing a lot. I have a few here and there. Not really. I don't think I usually use many of those just because they weren't around when I started playing. I mean, I wasn't around when I started playing with those.
Yeah, it was kind of like right on the cusp of when I started playing too. So.
Yeah, I really started playing when Harley Quinn came out around right after that.
I remember. I mean, a lot of people complain about Hawkeye. I mean, for good reason because Hawkeye is a little cheesy, but I just really like the comic series. That have you read it? The
Matt Fraction.
Yeah, the Matt Fraction series. I really liked it. It was really good. I mean, that's the one reason why I just bought so many Avengers Defenders War. I'm just hoping to get that chase.
yeah.
Like I just want Hawkeye because you know I like the sculpt and I like the representation of the character.
Yeah.
Are there any pieces at least from Earth X that you think are good representations of their comic book characters?
I mean, the Ultra Chase is pretty nice if you could get it. The Captain Marvel, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, have you read the Earth X series, or have you read Earth X?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't read it, so but I mean, what I hear from it is like what the Watcher kind of like tells the present, the past, the present, and the future. It's kind of like a Christmas Carol or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
And so that you get a view of the past and of like how the heroes were formed, and then present.
Yeah.
And then the future, everybody has powers, right? So.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Like everybody has powers. Like I think the original Avengers are dead, and And
then like everybody's evolved. So these
yeah.
like the Daredevil. I actually think I like the Daredevil a lot. Did you hear? They just put errata on the Daredevil.
Oh, already? No, I hadn't heard. What did they change?
So there's the Indomitable symbol on the
Mhm.
on the base.
Okay.
They changed it to not Indomitable.
Is it on the card also, or just the base?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure actually. I haven't seen the card. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's good that they cleared it up, but yeah, that makes a big difference.
So, but yeah. Also, I'm excited for the Star Trek set.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Star Trek fan, but I do like Star Trek, and I
Yeah.
appreciate Star Trek, and I would like to see like Picard, what they're gonna do with Jean-Luc Picard, Next
Mhm.
Generation.
Mhm.
Also Q would be really cool to see as a Clix character.
Data would be cool. He's got some
Data,
powers.
yeah, I forgot about Data. Yeah, and and Lore.
Lore,
Yeah, Lore.
yeah.
That's gonna be cool. Yeah. Yeah, and then, they're gonna have like they can do the Borg. They can do
Yeah.
like I don't know.
Locutus, when Picard is aboard, they got to do that, right?
Yeah, but I wonder like Picard has to have like some kind of like super out. Yeah, like I think like I was thinking like he would be like a Professor X of the Star Trek universe,
Basically.
So I mean, without the mind control, but maybe with like some super outwit perplex stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe
should be some cool pieces there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a gravity feed now, I think, right? They changed it. It was going to be a set, but then I was reading that now it's a gravity feed.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, gravity feeds seems like a good amount for that set,
Yeah.
How many pieces usually come in a gravity seed?
Oh.
Gravity feed.
Well, actually, I was just reading about the Captain Marvel one, which they announced. I think it's about 22 pieces in that one.
22 pieces. And Earth X has about most regular sets have about 50 or 60 pieces.
Yeah, but with primes and things, you might go up to 70-ish.
Yeah, and so Gravity Feed only has like 25.
Well, that one did. I think they vary. I think Undead was a gravity feed, and that was only about 16 or 20.
Oh, really? Yeah. But no, which one had 25? You said the
Captain Marvel. The Captain Marvel one had, I think it's 22. I saw it's on their Heroclix site just recently. I looked at it, and
okay.
TNT. I don't know how many that had actually. I didn't notice that one. But they're usually smaller, like that.
So.
Are you drinking just coffee? Is that because it's coffee and clicks?
Yeah, coffee and clicks. I'm drinking coffee. I've got my coffee. I've got my Mjolnir mug. Whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of clicks. I guess I don't know. I can't think of anything more clever than just Thor, because Thor should be,
Yeah.
And then I got my French press here, so which we just purchased. Coffee and clicks. You got to do it right.
That's right.
So, I'm kind of a coffee addict. So,
okay.
as you could tell, but I'm also a clicks addict, so it's fitting. So, thank you for joining us, Alex. I will see you around because we're going to eventually we'll be publishing some Roll20 games and stuff on here, and hopefully talking with people about Heroclix, and it's been fun. This is my I came up with a sign off. So it's as always, roast your opponents.
Okay.
And push through the day.
Push through the day.
Does that sound good? No. Anyway, I'm still working on it. So how can I end the show? it's got to have something to do with coffee and clicks. So roast your opponents. I thought that was clever. So, all right. So I'm Tlish. See you later.
Bye. Thank you.